extremely pleased to be on the ground in Georgetown, Guyana for the opening of Qualfon's huge center here. It's projected to have as many as 6,000 employees over the next 4 or 5 years. And I'm really pleased also to be visiting again with our good friends from the government of Guyana, Mr. Ramotar, President Ramotar. Good to see you again, and also Minister Singh. Great to see you guys both. We met in New York about a year or so ago, year and a half. And here we are today, a significant milestone in the creation of the BPO industry in Guyana. What does this mean to you as someone who was, influential in bringing in investment? Here we are today, starting a new chapter, if you will, in the BPO industry.
Well, this is part of the fruits of our work of cooperating with the private sector in creating jobs in our society. So I'm very, very happy today to see it, because it helps us tremendously, because our educational standard is going up in our country all the time. A lot of young people are coming out of schools, and therefore part of the role of the government is to create jobs, and we do that together with the private sector. So this facility would be part of that, where we will be able to find a lot of jobs for young people who are coming out, and Guyanese also will have an opportunity to express themselves in work and express their talents that they have in the workforce.
We've worked hard as a government to create the conditions that would be conducive to the growth of the BPO industry. And all of the conditions, a favorable legislative environment for investors to come in, a stable macroeconomic environment so investors don't have to worry about the value of their investment being eroded by price erosion or otherwise, a very predictable set of policy parameters so that investors don't have to worry about lack of predictability or don't have to carry the cost of uncertainty, and also very direct interventions that affect the BPO industry, like ensuring, like the President said, ensuring a very well-trained workforce, ensuring that we develop new centers of operation like this one close to the new centers of population growth. The East Bank of Demerara, as you know, is a new center of population growth, and so we've developed this infrastructure. This area previously was retired sugarcane fields where we're standing right now. Today it's the center of major job creation and investment. So we've worked hard as a government, like I was saying, to create the conditions that would be conducive to attracting investors. And we're delighted to see an international company like Qualfon, a company that has investments around the world, recognize the results of our efforts in making Guyana an attractive place for doing business and responding to that by coming to Guyana. We've made ICT education a central pillar in our national policy agenda. So in the President's feature address, he spoke about the fact that we're building IT labs in every secondary school, because we want every child coming out of the school system to be computer literate. We have a one laptop family program that targets the most vulnerable families in Guyana and ensures that they have access to computer technology by giving a laptop to 90,000 families of the most 90,000 of the most vulnerable families in Guyana.
The good news for Guyana, for those who don't watch closely, is this market has just been on a tear for a long time now, right? Year after year after year of really strong GDP growth. But on this issue of competitiveness, tell me your views on how does Guyana continue to increase its level of competitiveness? Obviously, we all know there's lots of competitors out there to receive companies like Qualfon.
I view the issue of competitiveness in this industry from two perspectives. What I would call, first of all, macro competitiveness, creating the national conditions that make Guyana an attractive place to do business in general for investors in any sector. That includes, importantly, macroeconomic stability and growth. Like you mentioned, Guyana has been growing. We've had 9 years of uninterrupted growth, even through the worst of the global and regional economic crises. That has put us in a place where the Guyanese economy is resilient, where prices are stable, where all of the key macroeconomic indicators are very predictable and moving in the right direction, in the direction that investors find attractive. And so Guyana is on a trajectory to improving its competitiveness as a general destination for doing business. With respect to the BPO industry, Guyana has a number of unique advantages. We, first of all, are very close geographically to North America. We are literally a 5 or 6 hour flight away from New York, a 4.5, 5 hour flight away from Miami. We are in the same time zone as the East Coast of the United States of America. We have, English is our national and official language, and we have a highly literate population that is easily trainable. So everybody walking into Qualfon's recruitment office speaks English, watches American television, knows about whatever is happening. I suppose you call it in the industry cultural affinity. There's a high degree of cultural affinity with North America, including because of the fact that there's a large Guyanese diaspora in the United States of America. And so Guyanese families are communicating with their cousins and their friends and so on in New York and Toronto and in London and those places every day.
Well, I would say that it's a really remarkable thing to see how this country is really transforming its perception worldwide. More and more people will now know Guyana as a center for IT-type services, and that's a remarkable achievement. And I want to congratulate you both for that.
Well, thank you so much.
And good luck down the road.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you.